Can I flip this clapped BMW for a profit? Come with me to find out. Let me show you what I'm working with. This is a 2009 BMW M3
what the hell,
28i.
Bruh.
Good news and bad news. The bad news is this car is way more clapped than I thought. And that's not gonna stop some high schooler from wanting a Beamer.
I think I'm gonna buy it. Yep.
All right, sounds good.
You want to count
With
it up?
150,000 miles, and as you can see, it's looking super dirty. It's been sitting as I've been waiting for the title and everything. We gotta remove all these stickers. I already had my mechanic inspect this car, and per my mechanic, it just needed something going on with the fan. It was making like a weird noise, so he fixed something with the fan. And there was actually another a weird BMW noise, something with the power mirrors. So anytime that the car would unlock or lock, normally the mirrors kind of like fold in naturally, but it was broken, the motor, so it was making this weird buzzing noise. So I'll add a clip of that so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh no, it's already making weird BMW noises. But now that we have all that repair work out of the way, all I have to do is really just go ahead and get it looking good. So that way when whoever comes and looks at it from Facebook Marketplace, probably some high school kid that's looking for a cheap Beamer, really all that matters to those guys is how it looks. So today, we're gonna take this thing from looking like a barn find all the way to fresh off the lot from 2009. So let me set you guys up right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little time lapse of just getting this thing ready. We gotta take the stickers off, get past emissions, go to the car wash, and the interior is looking kind of rough too. I can't even lie to you guys. Like, for some reason, this was not like this when I dropped it off with my mechanic, so I don't know what was going on. I don't want to blame him or anything, because I do like my mechanic, but this trim piece right here was not broken when I dropped the car off, or at least it was just placed in there somewhat. And then back seats, back seats, we got some McDonald's and Gatorade back here, so a quick vacuum detail. And then actually this car has this notorious sticky handle right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut all this off, and I'm gonna show you exactly what to do if you have the nasty BMW sticky plastic, because there's a right way to fix it. Well, I don't know if it's the right way, but it's what I'm gonna be doing to it. Come with me, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing ready for sale. I got a big profit spread on this unit here, so I'm excited to get it posted. Just got the title for it, so that means I gotta chop and get to it. So come with me and let's go. These old Beamers are so weird. Like in 2009, they were trying to be innovative as hell, but you have to stick the key in and then click the push to start. Like at that point, don't even have a push to start. If you gotta put a key in it, then like what's the point? Right now, we're gonna go take this thing to get emissions done. It is absolutely cooking in here. We still do have some lights on the dash. Like we got the low tire pressure sensors that are bad. And then there's one more. It's like a headlight notification, at least from what my mechanic. Oh, that's not the right button. I just went to go change the gear using, oh shit, man, come on. I just went to use the right stock to change the gear like it was a Mercedes or something, but nah, this is a clapper BMW. It don't got that. Got a regular shifter in the middle. But anyways, I was waiting forever to get this title, and it finally came in, and now I don't even have it ready for real. So I'm gonna try to get this thing done as quick as I can today, but right now we're gonna go get it past emissions, because I can't sell a car without getting it past emissions. You know, that's one thing, at least in this state, that I have to take care of. So we're gonna go get that done right now, and then we'll go take it to the wash, and probably we might do some paint touch up too. It's got some sun fade. I might try to see if I can polish it out first with some compound, and then see how much better I can make it look. But in all honesty, it's just gotta look better in photos to, you know, get some appointments in. Once people come check it out, I can usually close them even if there's like a little bit of sun fade. But it's pretty normalized out here, so I'm not really super worried about it. I haven't had one of these Beamers in a while, and they always do really well for me, so I'm interested to see how it does in today's market. And I'm projecting a good like $2,000 spread of profit on this unit here. So it's nice to spend, you know, less than 3K on a car, or right around there, and then sell it for 5 G's. You make 2 grand with only investing 3K. So it's stupid money for, you know, the return on investment is there for sure on something like this. The auction's been super hot lately. It's really hard to find anything that's worth buying because everything's just so expensive. With it being tax time, a lot of these dealers are just banking on their back end. So they don't really care what they pay for the car because no matter what, you know, they're gonna finance the car and make money regardless. Versus me, I'm a cash type of deal and I don't get no back end money. So I gotta make sure I buy every single car right. And that's one thing in all of my car business experience that's still the most important thing. Just how you buy the car, you know, because at the end of the day, how much you buy the car for is going to determine your profit. That's one thing I've learned for sure over the years. I think there might be something going on with this back window right here because for some reason when I checked it, it wasn't rolled up all the way. And then when I click it to go all the way up, like look what happens. That was me clicking it up. It went down. Bruh. You know, to do automatic window. And then it goes back down. So something weird going on with that. I don't think I'm gonna fix that. I'll just kind of leave it how it is. I think it's closed enough to where like water won't come in, but oh yeah, pushed it all the way up, we're good. All right, we got like no gas. I'm gonna go ahead and put like $5 in. Huh? Fuck it. Thanks, sir. Bruh. Alright, just made it to the car wash now, so I'm gonna give this thing a quick wash. And of course, I'm using that foam brush. Bruh. Alright, the hood's not staying up, so we're not washing underneath the engine bay. Alright, we got some good news and some bad news. The good news is this BMW is way more clapped than oh, when it's kind of dirty, hold on. Is that better? All right, like I was saying, good news and bad news. The bad news is this car is way more clapped than I thought as far as the paint goes. Like the paint is pretty bad condition. And the good news is the paint is way more clapped than I thought. So I'm not even gonna bother trying to touch it up and fix it because it just wouldn't make sense to try to respray the little bit of sun fade right here. As you can see, there's some sun fade all along this roof rail, and it's pretty ugly. But the thing is everywhere else, now that I clean the car and actually see the quality of the paint, it's messed up everywhere. I'm not gonna lie to you, which you could have probably guessed that, but it's gonna save me some time right now because now I'm not even gonna bother trying to fix it. But let me show you kind of how this thing's looking after the wash, right? So boom. Probably can't even tell on camera how it looks because it's kind of in the shade too, but there's even like a little dent on the hood here, some dust swirls. It's crazy that there's still dust on this car. I literally just washed it, but it's a pretty decent ding right here. The bumper has some pretty bad paint as well. Fender is kind of faded a bit. This door has a bunch of scratches all along the side. This side is starting to fade as well on this roof rail. Obviously the trunk was super faded like we kind of knew already. So yeah, with that all being said, I'm not even gonna attempt to make this look better. There's even scratches on the top part here. It all just looks bad. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now is I'll go ahead and take off all this residue here that's still on the windows. As you can see, that's still left over. The trick with window residue on glass is just using brake cleaner. Makes it come off like so easy. So gonna throw some tire shine on it, because as you can see, those tires are looking kind of brown and dusty. And then we're gonna hop in this interior, give everything a good wipe down, because as you can see, it's kind of gross, as well as a vacuum. And then we're gonna clean the glass, take some photos, and that's all we're doing for this Clapper BMW. So now I'm just gonna set you guys up and you're gonna watch the little time lapse of me running around this car getting it right. It's that secret sauce right here. Detailing cars in the desert is not for the weak. Soon I'm gonna have a warehouse and it's not gonna be so bad. But anyways, what I'm about to do right now is finally fix that sticky door handle on the passenger side. It's got some ugly repair on it right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my best to make that look better. This is what we're working with right here. As you can see, like, this is razor sharp. I don't know whose bright idea it was to put some zip ties and then cut them off. But these are literally like razors. And so this looks like it might be all cracked up too underneath, which is probably why they did this as well. So I'm gonna go get some cutters, cut this open, and see what's really going on here. All right, I'm hoping this stuff right here is gonna work. So this is just some like leather tape, essentially. It's repair tape. Usually it's for like cracks in the seats and whatnot, but we're gonna go ahead and cut it off with these snippers and then try to put it all back together with this leather wrap. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but there's no way it looks worse than this. I think I'm just gonna leave the duct tape on so it kind of keeps its shape. Something kind of like that. I mean, honestly, it looks so good for a cheap fix. It still feels like shit and it doesn't look that good. Bruh. But it looks way better than whatever the hell was on there before. Check this out. Boom. Boom! Come on, hit me for your upholsteries. I got you guys covered. This is some A1 quality. Inside, it's still just duct tape, but at least the outside, like, aesthetic of it all looks good. All right, that brings us to pretty much just needing a vacuum, and then this car is ready to be posted. So, I don't know, this thing's a Clapper at the end of the day, so whoever buys this car is gonna be paying Clapper price for it. I'm not gonna tax on this one too hard, just a little bit. Come a long way. This thing's looking pretty mint from 10 feet away now. Before, it didn't even look good from 10 feet, so progress, let's go. Let's get this vacuum going. I got my little shop vac over here. And then we're gonna get this thing all vacuumed up, detailed. That's the last step. And then we just gotta post it and collect that money. So let's get it. I am so exhausted right now. This is a lot of work, just vacuuming in the heat like this, detailing cars. It'll all be worth it. I decided I'm not gonna go ahead and try to fix this trim panel yet. Like, check this out. It's so ugly, I know. Don't roast me in the comments, but this part popped out, and BMW makes the dumbest clips I've ever seen in my life. Literally the dumbest clips I've ever seen. If you own a car like this, you have to know what I'm talking about. But what they got going on in here, this little system to keep this trim attached, is literally the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. So I might mess around with it later, but for sake of just getting this car posted, I can start getting some leads on it. I'm just gonna leave it for now. So let's go take some pictures and get this thing posted on Marketplace. Oops. All right, and here's our final look at our 2009 BMW 328i. Of course, it's got the halos too. Honestly, the halos is probably the only thing I like about this car. For example, the Audi A4, which is a direct competitor for this year, I also have a 2009 Audi A4 from the exact same year, and it is way nicer than this BMW, just saying. But on top of that, if you were to get a 2009 C300 from Mercedes, that completely shits on both of them. So I think BMW, at least from this generation, is kind of at the bottom of the food chain. But this thing turned out really nice, and that's not gonna stop some high schooler from wanting a Beamer. This is our final look. We got the interior looking nice too. Let me show you. Hop in here, and there you go. Got it all vacuumed up. Everything wiped down. Got the sunroof open. I mean, it's nice and simple in here, but it does look super old. I don't know, me personally, I'd much rather have a Mercedes or even an Audi from this generation. But that's everything for this video, unless I decide to include the selling clip. So this is either the end of the video, I can't see anything because the sun's so bright, or it's gonna cut to me selling this car for full pop. My total cost is about $3,000, a little over $3,000 on this car right now, and I think that I can sell it for a good $5,000. So $2,000 spread on this unit here. So if you're still watching from the very beginning, I really appreciate you. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let's get this thing sold and collect some money.
1 week later.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Tyler.
Judd.
Judd, how are you?
Good.
Excellent. So the car would be for you, huh?
Yep.
Perfect. Well, keys right here if you want to start checking it out.
Yeah. I'm just gonna drive it around a little maybe.
For sure.
You all right with that?
Yeah, no problem. Do you want to go for a drive right away?
Sure.
Okay. So the key goes in there. It's kind of like an old school push to start. So you actually have to still put the other side of the key in there.
Okay, I've never even seen that.
And then you can do the, yep.
Okay. Good.
It's like a fake push to start. You still got to stick the key in.
Just kind of go around. It's not too really worried about it.
Yeah, I mean, engine, transmission, running, driving real good.
Yeah.
AC's blowing cold. I'd say the biggest thing about this car is just like it has its normal paint wear, you know,
Yeah,
just from the sun fade and whatnot.
Just sits an Arizona vehicle.
Yeah.
It feels like it shifts good and it started great.
Yeah, no, it shifts real smooth. We can even, if you want to take it up on the highway, we can right here. So you're looking for a BMW like this specifically?
No, I was just looking for, you know, just something that that's just a kind of a good drive around car. And
Okay.
just kind of save money. I had a truck blow up on me just barely, so.
Oh, that's awful. Hate to hear that. What truck was it?
It was a Ford Ranger. It was an older one, like 95.
Did you at least get your use out of it?
Yeah, kind of. I had it for like 2 months.
Oh man.
Yeah, I see you had like the Carfax and all that on it. That was
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, so I can share that with you too, so you can have that full report, because I do believe there's some good maintenance records on this car too.
Yeah.
It was kind of upkept, so I'll share that with you just so you have it for your own records. But
What was it, like about 150,000 miles?
152, you got it. Yeah.
Well, sweet. Go over here and talk to my mom for a second. And then
Yeah.
we'll talk about paying and stuff.
Okay. You can just leave it running.
Okay, sounds good. Alrighty. Think I'm gonna buy it.
42?
Yep.
All right, sounds good.
If you want to count that.
We'll just do the whole transfer at the DMV, so hang on to that for now.
Okay.
And then just follow me down the road. It's cool. Easy deal. Love it. Love it. Love it. We negotiated over text message. We got it down to 42. Get this young man a good deal on a classic Beamer. All right, and then I'll count the money now if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right now. If you're watching this right now, that means you watched the whole entire video. So I'm talking to you specifically right now. Thank you for watching the whole video. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you think this guy got a good deal at $4,200, let me know. If you think he got completely ripped off, also let me know. Leave a comment. I'm excited to hear what you guys say about this video. If you want to see more car flipping content, of course, stay tuned. There's going to be much more coming. And just for you, since you stayed to the very end, you're going to get a big boom.
Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms. Boom!